fireside chat session with our partner Zenpay Solutions. To start with, I'm grateful to Ankit, founder and CEO Zenpay Solutions, who gave us this opportunity to meet and discuss the ongoing trends in the Indian economy. Zenpay, it started in 2019 with a vision to revolutionize the banking experience for blue collar employees. So it is currently serving more than 1 lakh customers pan India. We at M2P are happy to be associated with innovative partners like Zenpay, as they are continuously striving to formalize the informal payment ecosystem. Zenpay empowers a large part of our population to be in the blanket of financial inclusion. A very warm welcome to you, Ankit.
Thank you, Chena. Thank you for having me on board.
Great. So, on the other side from M2P, we have Devang, VP Business Development, who would take this discussion ahead with Ankit. Devang, who has been a part of the banking sphere for more than 10 years, was very keen for this session. Devang has been a part of Citibank, DCB Bank, RBL Bank, and now is an integral part of the M2P team. A very warm welcome to you too, Devang.
Thanks, man.
Great. So, along with the knowledge sharing, I hope we all enjoy this discussion. And without further ado, over to you, Devang.
Thank you. Thanks, Ankit, for giving your precious time to us. Lovely.
Thank you, Devang.
We have spent almost 4 years with respect to our connections. When Zenpay started, okay, I still
Correct.
remember that day when I was in my previous banking company, and you joined us. We had a long relationship standing, and finally, yes, when in M2P we saw you onboarded. We are seeing a good spot. So let me not waste much time. I will just ask you, if you want, you can give me a quick background about Zenpay, and then maybe I think I'll shoot with the question here.
So Zenpay, as we know, Zenpay is one of the organizations who are helping blue-collar workforce to come into the financial inclusion. We set Zenpay keeping in mind the requirement of the blue-collar workforce of the banking channel or the banking services which they require, which can actually help a lot of value addition in their lives. Keeping these things in mind, we started Zenpay in 2019, serving now, serving the entire country on the blue-collar workforce. With the help of you guys, we'll be trying to expand as much as we can. We will be educating the blue-collar workforce. So we'll trying to make banking easy for the blue-collar workforce so that they can come up the curve and start, using financial products and services, which actually can change their lives, which can add a lot of value addition in their lives. That's what we do.
Everybody says, right, real Bharat. Okay, what do you think financial inclusion can reach the informal segment in India? How do you think?
See, for the informal sector, if you talk about the informal sector in India, almost 60% of the people, are being there in informal sector. For the informal sector to come up, or to get themselves included in the financial inclusion, the banks, the financial institutions, and especially the fintechs have to move from a self-assisted model to a assisted model. Since this segment requires a lot of education, they are very much away. They don't know how to use the bank accounts. They don't know the usage of financial products. So a lot of education, a lot of support, a lot of hand holding is required for this segment to come up the curve. And that's what we are trying to build on. To spread the education, to make them understand the use, make them understand what benefits they can get from financial inclusion. This is the only way which I see that in India people can be come in the financial inclusion with a lot of support from the white collar, from the urban people, from the bank, from the financial institutions, to guide them, to make them understand.
Sure. Few stats, Ankit. The total population of India, 1.38 billion. Okay, in that you have almost 300 plus million as a blue collar worker segment, right?
Correct.
I mean, banks are there, okay, fintechs are there. They are targeting this segment, but formal banking is far. Okay, what do you think is a major reason? Okay, and how Zenpay is trying to address this?
So see, this is the only thing that we do, and we decided to set up Zenpay. See, everybody is targeting blue collar workforce since the majority of the target population is very high. even banks, fintechs are, coming up the curve and willing to target blue collar workforce. But what I see in last few years, everybody or the fintech organizations, the bank are coming up for the solutions of the blue collar workforce, typically into lending, typically into loans. Now, when I say lending and loans for this segment, see the informal sector in India, or you can say the blue collar workforce, they are very much away from the banking. They don't know how to operate account. So the first step, the first primary solution which I feel should be there is, for a bank accounts and the usage of the bank accounts, somebody has to come up the curve and make them understand on the usage, on the use of bank accounts to be open. That is the first step. In India, the stats shows that almost 60-70% of the people are still unbanked. They are very much away from the having a bank account even. And here we at Zenpay, primarily focused on the first phase, which is, opening a salary accounts for blue collar workforce, educating them, making them understand the usage, the kind of use they can, or the kind of use, or they can use the bank accounts or the salary accounts, they can use it out, which can help, some value addition in their lives, and then go for the lending and other payment products rather than just jumping on the, on the lending product or the payment product, digital payment product like QR or any other payment products. The first step for me, for I understand, is to to have a bank account for this particular segment, so that they can start understanding the usage of a bank products, and then go for other products. With the current situation, yes, there's a surge. There's a higher surge, between banks and the fintechs to serve blue collar workforce, because the majority of the population lies there only. And for the white collar people, a lot of digital solutions are already available, and they're very much using it. Uh, hence, this gives a straight answer, that why this people are not coming in the financial inclusion, or they are not very much, or they are very much away from the banking solutions, because opening a bank account is a primary focus or the first step which we should do.
True, yeah. I 100% agree with you. I talk to a lot of fintechs, right? I've seen them doing X factor, okay? But starting with a basic, okay, and then upgrading your product, I think that's what Zenpay makes a difference. Yeah,
Yes.
I agree. Ankit, tell me, fintech today is trying to reach the last mile, right? It can be through a business correspondent, through your banking services, okay, etc. What else do you think, okay, in this fintech ecosystem, what will come or what is about to come, and what will you as a Zenpay will contribute in the coming years?
So Devang, currently we are living in a fintech age. I can proudly say that we are in a fintech age. We are not in a digital age. We are in a fintech age, which I can clearly see now. With the current initiation of this fintech age. Currently, fintechs are the distribution arm for the banking products and services. Not all product and services, but a couple of product and services which are available, and which fintechs are promoting heavily, and they are acting as a distribution arm for the banks. Now, in coming years, all the banking product and services, be it insurance, be it mutual funds, be it loan, be it working capital, be it business loan, any product you name, will be going towards fintech. The fintech organization will be coming up the curve and start promoting the other banking products. So in coming years, what I see, the entire banking, there's a huge shift which will be happening from a banks to fintechs now, and fintech organization will be becoming the face for the banking industry, which gives a win-win situation for the bank as well. Fintechs and the banks coming shaking hands together, doing the massive product upgradation, and the USP which fintech companies which have, they can customize the product as per the sector, as per the customer need. And that's the reason in coming years it will be a big revolution ahead, which I clearly see. This fintech age will be a big boost for the Indian economy to come up, and then the entire banking product and services, the financial product and services will be moving towards fintech, and they will be acting as a front face for the bank in coming years.
Brilliant, yeah. You want to share something before I move to the next question? I mean, how Zenpay, of course, you told the journey, right? But Zenpay as a company which has grown from a scratch to, let's say, now almost you have 50,000 to 100,000 customers. If you want to share something with respect to that, and then yes, it'll help us.
See, when we started on 2019, uh, there were no players as such, for the blue collar workforce to provide a salary business or the salary accounts to them, and they're getting paid in cash. So from there, we started our journey with limited scope, with limited market, with limited area, and now we are proudly said that we are a 1 lakh plus, or you can say 1.5 lakh customers. We have almost 1,000 corporates who are actively processing salaries with them with us. Uh, with this, the salary accounts which are there now, people are start you know we are educating them, and they start coming up the curve and getting themselves included in the financial product. They are asking about the lot of technical products which are available in the market for the white collar. They are willing to have those product and services. They are willing to use those product and services, like be it like a QR code based payments, or you can say UPI based payments, recharges. They are willing to use all such product and services. But none of the fintech organizations or the banks, are focusing on delivering these products. Rather than, the majority of the focus was on lending side, providing a credit card, providing a small ticket size loan or a micro insurance. But one should target on on providing these digital solutions to them, so that they become comfortable using banking services, and the trust on the banking becomes much more higher. Then we can easily go and provide these kind of platforms to them, so that they can start using the financial services. That's the journey that we have. That's the thing that we keep in mind, to when we offer the salary accounts to a blue collar workforce. Our primarily focus was is willing to educate them, rather than just focusing on adding more customers. We try to educate them. We try to So our motive is to how we can add more values to this blue collar workforce, so that they can start becoming comfortable with the banking product and services.
Brilliant, yeah. Brilliant thought process. Start with basic, upgrade it to the best. Lending, you talk about investments, micro investments, etc. Brilliant. What next? I mean, what is the next big thing for you in digital ecosystem
So
or
in
digital
digital
payment
ecosystem,
ecosystem?
so when we the next big thing for in this segment, or you can say in India, is the this blue collar workforce coming up the curve and getting themselves included in the financial increase, which will definitely help the Indian economy to go, or to make it to the next level. And the India as a country will be becoming the world leader in terms of digital payments. The kind of population which is still unbanked, which is still there, the big thing will be that this entire 60% or 70% people will be coming up the curve and getting themselves into the financial institutions. In next 3-4 years, you will see the entire people, or entire the workforce, be it white collar, be it blue collar, they all will be using the payment product. They all will be using digital means in making the payment product rather than in cash, which will give a big shift to the Indian economy, which will make our country to reach to the next level, or becomes a world leader in the in the payment ecosystem. That will be the big mile which is coming here. Maybe in next 2 years you will be seeing a lot of revolution which is coming in, and hence we see this vision, and hence we keep our tagline as a e-payment revolution, which is now, I guess, happening, which is now we are doing it with a making the banking easy for the blue collar workforce.
Super real. Interesting, inspiring journey. Uh, just last question from my end. What are your plans? Okay, as a young entrepreneur, Indian startup ecosystem. What are your plans? And of course, once that is done, you should share about more about Zenpay as well.
See, I have started Zenpay keeping in mind the education level which I need to spread across the blue collar workforce, which we are currently doing, which we'll keep on doing it. The next step for us will be making more payment solutions available from Zenpay side. Maybe QR code based payment, maybe UPI 2.0 is coming on, maybe UPI 2.0 is coming up, and we'll be offering those services to our customers. We'll be also, if you see on the world level, on the world economy level, there are a lot of countries, small countries, our neighboring countries, maybe Sri Lanka, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Indonesia, where the payments or payment revolution has not yet started. So, we will keep on continuing on the Indian market. We'll keep on pushing more services for the Indian customers as well. And we'll be trying to step out, and we'll be serving, the neighboring countries as well, and making a payment revolution there. We'll be starting the payment revolution there, and making Zenpay globally. This is what vision that we have, and this is what we are trying to build on for the Indian economy as well as for the neighboring countries and for the countries where the still the payments are making payments are still a problem area. Making payment, or the you can say the revolution is not yet started. That's what we are looking forward.
Good, you are fantastic. I think all the best to Zenpay. All the best, Ankit. I think
Thank you.
you guys will achieve the target, what you the way you are going on. Okay. Yeah. Brilliant.
Thank you, Devang. Thank you for having me on board. Thank you.
Thanks, Ankit. Thanks.